You're very welcome back to the show. No, we are absolutely delighted to have a man the Sydney Herald described as quietly huge. Yeah. Did you hear that before?
I heard that somewhere before, yeah. I just thought it was a very odd comment because you're sitting there going, sorry.
I know what you mean.
I'm not going there.
That's true.
No, you have a new album out, Tommy.
I have, yeah. Let's skip to that very quickly.
Moving on very quickly. There's some great songs on here. One by Christy Hennessy as well. We were just chatting about Angel.
Christy was an amazing man. Lovely, lovely man. And as we were chatting off air, he was never in a bad mood. Never in a bad mood. Always put people in good form. Even when you could be with him for 2 seconds and you were in good form. You know, but I've recorded a good few of Christy's songs over the years. I did a lovely duet with him just a few weeks before he passed away, actually. And he was a great man.
He was.
You know.
Tommy, this album is a big departure for you. It's a totally different direction in the sense of production. You've got Queen's former producer collaborating with you, Mike Moran.
Yeah.
You've also got the London Philharmonic Orchestra. So this album was all made in London over a period of months. So there's a lot of high production values in it.
There was a lot of high production. It started out very differently. It started out with Connell, a guitar player, and myself and Joe Chibby, the bass player. We were going to do a very acoustic album of it. Yeah. And initially it was supposed to be 5-6 musicians maximum on it. And it ended up being about 56, 76 musicians on some of them, you know. Very proud of it, I have to say. I'm very, very proud of the album.
Even your voice, though, is different on it,
isn't it? Mike brought something out different in me. I've known him 10 years, worked with him on different projects over the years. But he...
is he here now?
That's Mike. That's Mike in the middle there. And that's Adam, who engineered the album and co-produced with us. But it was just an amazing time to work with him, because you're sitting there... And you're like a sponge with him, because this man who has written Barcelona for Freddie Mercury, produced Freddie Mercury, produced Annie Lennox, Elaine Page. He has produced David Bowie.
And did you just meet him through the industry?
Through the industry. We were working on a film down in Glengarriff called The Lonely Stag. And before you say anything, I wasn't the stag.
No.
And it was a short film written by a woman who actually worked on the album with us, called Linda Burridge, who co-wrote a song with...
Were you doing some of the music for it?
And I was actually acting in it, and I was doing some of the music.
Oh, you were acting there?
Yeah, so I acted debut.
We had to dig that one out, Maura.
Yeah, don't.
that one came in under the radar, no, Tommy.
Well under the radar. And Linda and Mike and I worked on a song on the album that we co-wrote called Shine On Me. So there was... It was just a great collaboration of people that came in, and I spent all my summer over in London doing it.
It was all the right people at the right time.
At the right time, kind of fell together.
Your brother was involved as well.
In a very...
He kicked off the whole thing, did he?
He kicked off the whole thing by singing The West Awake one night in a pub.
Yeah. It's a great song, though.
It's a fantastic song.
It's a brilliant song, because a lot of people will remember Joe McDonagh.
It's an epic kind of ballad, really, isn't it?
When Galway won the hurling final in the 80s, Joe McDonagh went up after Joe Connolly accepted the cup and sang The West Awake. And I think after that, then it just became this huge anthem.
It's a real rouser.
Brilliant,
and these are the songs that I learned in primary school, like The West Awake. And I had a fantastic teacher, Mrs. Toohey, Phil Toohey, God rest her. And it was only in my latter years that I realised, like, how come all of the songs that I learned in school were like The West Awake, A Nation Once Again, The Wearing of the Green, and all of these had to be sang with gusto, you know?
Yeah.
And when we went in to record this, it was very funny, because we're in Airedale Studios in Baker Street in London with the Royal Philharmonic Concert Orchestra, all a very English orchestra.
Yeah, singing The West Awake.
And at the end of The West Awake, I started laughing, because the last line of it is, sing "O hurrah, let England quake, we'll watch till death, for Erin's sake." To which I turned around to Connell and said, "Is that irony?"
You're very good going, like,
You know, but it was a great feeling. It was a great thing to witness, you know.
But the West Awake, it is building towards the end of the song, because Erin's asleep all along, like, you know, and basically it's getting all the boys, come on, wake up, and it just finishes with a big kind of bang.
Well, the reason I called it the West Awake, it's a huge salute to my heritage. It's a huge salute to where I come from, to both my parents, to everything that I grew up with. And even the cover photo was taken about 4 miles from my parents' house.
Where is that now?
At Loch Talt in County Sligo.
Looks beautiful, Tommy.
Tommy, I didn't realise actually that your parents so sadly passed away on the same day.
Yeah, on the 30th of March 2012.
Yeah, because your mother had a stroke.
My mum had a stroke about 2.5 weeks prior to her passing. And in the subsequent to that, then Dad got pretty ill and was taken into hospital, same hospital in Castlebar General. And Mum passed away on the morning of the 30th of March. Dad passed away that evening.
My God.
And it's, do you know
so
something?
Sad, but I suppose it's kind of lovely at the same time. They went together in the
They went together in the... And for the first year, nearly 18 months, I wouldn't talk about it at all, really. And now all 6 of us, I'm the youngest of the 6, so now all 6 of us, instead of kind of mourning their passing, we kind of celebrate their life now. And so the stories now are the funny ones.
Of course, which is really a great healing.
Yeah,
That's
like,
when you're
even
healed.
like we even find funny parts of the day of the funeral. Or is it funerals? I don't know, was it plural or singular?
Yeah.
So we, you know, even now when like we meet up at Christmas time, when something will say, "Well, remember when such a thing happened?" And we think in the first year or two, we thought you're not supposed to be laughing about that.
But then you're supposed to at the end.
Yeah.
But Tommy, were they musical people?
Both of them were, but more so my mum's family and dad's family. Mum's brothers, my uncles, all very, very musical. And one of them, especially Uncle Tony, who's still with us, thank God, and full of his health, a fantastic musician who kind of, I think, egged me on to do what I do to this point. And I suppose that's, every time we would be in a session in a pub at home, and not just a music session, and there was only 3 pubs in the local village in Atlair, and I'd say 9 times out of 10, nearly everybody in the session was related to us. You know, so it was that kind of community,
It was,
you know,
yeah.
it was very
Yeah,
musical.
it was,
We were having a bit of crack earlier on with that photo, Tommy, saying, where did you get the red hair when your mother and father had white hair?
My mother was originally actually very black.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and my dad was always that colour. Was always
Always?
white blonde, yeah.
Yeah.
Always white blonde, so I kind of got the mixed gene.
The mixed gene.
Well, Tommy, let's call it strawberry blonde. Is that right, Tommy?
Yeah.
But
What they call it, I think they call it platinum, Tommy, is it?
platinum.
No, it has to be a little whiter.
As a friend of mine
for
called it autumn gold.
Autumn gold.
Oh, that's a beautiful way. Autumn gold. How very poetic of your friend. Tommy, you love Australia and you're heading off there tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning,
But you're very grounded in Sligo. Do you think you'd ever see yourself moving down to Australia for
You
a
know,
number
funny,
of months? Or?
Tina and I have talked about it. The kids have got to a point now that Becky's in her last year in college. Ori's just doing his own thing. He's a grown man, and there's no way you can tell them now what to do.
Would you ever, Tommy?
No, definitely not. And I have to say a huge congrats to Becky because she got her job yesterday in BT, so she's very happy with herself.
Well done.
And we just decided a few months ago, it's only a talking stage, that maybe we might spend a bit more time down in Australia. So Tina's come up with me this time, and we're almost 6 weeks out there.
It's great.
And
it's
it'll kind of give Tina a bit more of a flavour of. I know it inside out. I've been to Australia so many times. I love it. I absolutely love Australia.
It's an easier trip this time, Tommy, as opposed to before, because I remember chatting to you before. You were doing a gig maybe every second day, so you're about 6 weeks. You were doing 6 or 7 gigs.
It's a busman's holiday.
Yeah.
Basically. And the first 10 days, Tina and I are going up to actually, which is coincidental because we live near Ballina and Mayo, but we're going up to an area called Ballina near Byron Bay.
Goodness gracious.
Any connection with Ireland? Is
I
there?
don't think so,
Yeah,
not that I know of. And we're staying in Byron for a week, and then we're driving from Byron back to Sydney, which will be about 4 or 5 days. So it's kind of.
That'd be lovely. You'll
That'd
take
be
your
lovely.
time.
We're taking the
and
coast
whatever,
road, so it's all.
Who are you with? Are there somebody supporting you? Are you supporting someone?
I'm actually. We're doing a double header. I'm working with Elaine Page over there.
How exciting!
So
She's
it's all
amazing.
Amazing, yeah, brilliant.
And you're back singing in Ireland when you come home after
Oh,
Christmas?
absolutely. Back into the Irish tour commences at the end of January. Go to TommyFleming.com for all the details. We're in Dublin in the Bord Gáis on the 1st of March. Your home territory, Killarney, Kerry,
the INEC.
The INEC.
Brilliant.
On Valentine's night.
Do you know what kills me about Tommy Fleming, right? You think now it is
Fleming.
kind of Tommy Fleming. We always call Tommy Fleming down in Kerry. I go through all the stuff with the Roses of Tralee, right? And they always, half them love Bono, they love Maroon 5, whatever. I'd say maybe about a quarter or a third they'd have Tommy Fleming down.
Tommy Fleming.
Tommy Fleming.
Really?
Tommy Fleming down, yeah.
Jesus, Tommy Fleming.
I'm not joking.
Or do they ever say autumn gold?
No, Tommy Fleming.
Tommy Fleming. Autumn gold.
Thanks, Tommy. You're going to sing us out.
I will, yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Thanks a million.
brilliant.
Thanks, folks. When midnight comes, the people homeward tread. Seek now your blankets and your feathered beds. Home comes the rover, his journey's over. Yield up the nighttime to old John of Dreams. Yield up the nighttime to old John of Dreams. Across the hills, the sun it has gone astray. To the day is done. The prince, the plowman, the fade, the sweet man, all find their comforts in old John of Dreams. All find their comforts in old John of Dreams. When sleep it comes, the dreams come running clear. The hawks of morning cannot reach you here. Sleep is a river, flow on forever. And for your boatman, choose old John of Dreams. And for your boatman, choose old John of Dreams. Thank you.